Shefki Aktaş has been serving street food in Istanbul's busiest square for more than 30 years. His customers have seen many political changes and financial crises. Now there's talk again of a bid for the Olympics. Shefki's experience tells him the money can be better spent.
60 or 70% of the people here in Turkey are poor. There are people who can't even afford the bread. They come and tell me I'm hungry, my child is hungry, I can't pay my electricity bill, I can't pay my rent. First, we must fix our house. Then, we can think about looking good for our neighbors.
But Shefki may be a voice of caution in an otherwise increasingly optimistic Turkey. Unlike many of its European neighbours, the country's economic bubble isn't about to burst. Last year, Turkey's economy grew by 8%. And after 4 failed bids, that's one of the reasons Istanbul has emerged as a frontrunner to host the 2020 Games, even though it's facing competition from Tokyo, Doha, Madrid and Baku.
This time Istanbul has a lot more to offer. Money should not be an object because we think the fact that having the Olympics in Turkey would finance itself, but if it doesn't, well, we are the fastest growing economy in Europe. We can afford to have an event like the Olympics.
But hosting an Olympics is expensive, and many previous hosts have struggled to stay afloat on their budgets. Athens and Sydney were around about twice as much as first planned. Vancouver blew its budget by more than 4 times when it hosted the Winter Games. And we don't yet know how much the London Olympics is going to cost, but it's expected to be more than 3 times what was originally planned. At the end of April, Turkey also announced it would launch a parallel bid for the 2020 European Football Championships. Critics say it could jeopardise the Olympics bid, but others think it could be a more sensible option.
If Turkey wanted to host the Olympics, they could. But countries like ours should go step by step. Hosting the European Championships will not hit the economy as hard and also will make a huge impression.
After 3 decades on the streets of Istanbul, Shefki can also give lessons in simple economics.
If we spend $100 billion and we earn only 90, we will lose. If we spend 100 billion, we have to earn at least 120.
It's an equation that politicians in Turkey could also learn from, so they won't be left trimming the fat years from now. Joanna, Gasiorowska, Al Jazeera, Istanbul.